Moving on right now, it's that time of year when it's especially nice to hear stories of people doing good deeds. And Jess, I know you're super humble, but this is timely because you did a really good deed. You were a Good Samaritan angel this week on the commuter train. Do you want to tell me about this story?
Well, I did what I guarantee what anyone here would have done. It was taking the GO train home, got off my stop, and a woman was with a giant suitcase trying to get it onto the train. Train was leaving in like a minute. And her parents, elderly parents, were already on the train, and so was her little son. And so I stopped to help her get the suitcase in because the bells are dinging. The door's shut. The door's shut, and the train stays there. We're hitting all the buttons, and it was like in a sad movie. The little kid's like, Mommy? Mom, I know. And the parents are like knocking, and the train took off without them. So of course they were en route to Niagara Falls, and there was one stop in between before it got to Niagara Falls. And I felt a little sheepish, like offering a stranger, like, get in my car and we'll try to get there, ourselves. And then she did this incredible thing where they're from Singapore visiting. She called her husband in Singapore, apologized for losing the family, and then said, track the backpack on our son. The backpack said it had stopped in that spot, and they weren't going to Niagara Falls. We get in the car, we drive. Then she gets another call from her brother in Singapore saying, no, I just talked to Dad. They're on their way to Niagara Falls. And she's like, her parents don't speak English. Her son doesn't speak English. I was going to offer to drive to Niagara Falls, but I had also placed an order for pizza, and so there was a limit to your priorities. We called an Uber, and the Uber gods looked down on us. She got a female driver with a 4.99 star rating and a white Tesla, and she got to Niagara Falls. If Crystal's watching, I hope you and your family can laugh about this story one day.
Oh my God.
Also, 4.99 Uber rating? How do you do that? Okay, my story is from Korea, actually. I lived in Korea a long time ago, and it was my first month there. And when you go to Korea, this was, back then, you have to go with money, because you don't get paid until like the next month. And basically what happened was I went grocery shopping with the little bit of money that I had. And when I got back, I accidentally tapped the trunk to ask him to open it, but he misunderstood and took off.
Oh no!
And that was like my month's grocery, and I was like, oh my God. And I didn't speak the language. I was like 2 weeks into the country, and I ran after the car, and then I was like, it got lost. And then I was like walking back, and like 20 minutes later, he came back.
Oh my God. You must be so relieved.
Yeah.
Hey there, wasn't that great? Do you know where you can find some equally good content? Our YouTube page. It's filled with discussions, debates, and some laughs. Head there now, like and subscribe.